the land of the free and the home of the brave.
And a pleasant good afternoon to you. Welcome to MLB 2004. Going to be a great game today between the San Francisco Giants and the Anaheim Angels. Vin Scully bringing you all the play-by-play alongside Dave Campbell, the most colorful of color men.
Vin, it's great to be here today. Anaheim Stadium was converted into Edison International Field of Anaheim back in 1998. Entertaining place to see some baseball.
Okay, Dave, leave your troubles behind, fans, and sit back and enjoy a game of baseball from California. Starting pitcher for the Angels, Jared Washburn. Washburn relies on his fastball about 75% of the time, changing speed and moving it in and out to keep the hitters guessing. Here's the lineup. Leading off, Ray Durham. Batting second, Rich Aurelia. At number 3, Edgardo Alfonso. In the cleanup spot, Barry Bonds. Batting fifth, Jose Cruz Jr. In the 6th position, Benito Santiago. 7th in the order, J.T. Snow. In the number 8 position, Marquise Grissom. And in the 9th spot, Marvin Bernard. Starting things off, Ray Durham. Tardy. No balls and 2 strikes. Strikes out looking. Batting second, Rich Aurelia. Lined hard to center. The throw.
That's all you need to do, Vin. See the ball and hit the ball. The only problem is it's not quite as easy as it sounds.
From the stretch. Takes it easily. Batting cleanup, Barry Bonds. A man on, 2 out. Drifting right. He makes a beautiful play. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. After half an inning, no score in the ball game.
The pitcher gets out of it unscathed, no runs scored.
Starting pitcher for the Giants, Jason Schmidt. In 2002, Schmidt proved that he's one of the toughest power pitchers around, going 13-8 with a 3.45 ERA. Let's take a look at the starting lineup. In the number 1 spot, David Eckstein. In the number 2 position, Darren Erstadt. In the 3rd spot, Tim Salmon. Batting cleanup, Garrett Anderson. Hitting 5th, Troy Glaus. Batting 6th, Scott Spezio. Hitting in the 7 spot, Brad Fulmer. Hitting 8th, Benji Molina. Rounding out the lineup, Adam Kennedy. Leading things off, David Eckstein. Here's the pitch. The windup and the pitch. Misses low and away.
Then the man in blue wouldn't help him out. He called it a ball.
1 ball and 1 strike. A strike.
Nasty fastball there, Vin. The hitter couldn't do anything with it. Vin, it's tough on the hitter when the pitcher gets ahead like this.
Strike 3. Batting second, Darren Erstad. Cruz there in plenty of time.
Took a while to come down, Vin, but he watched it all the way into his glove for the out.
Batting third, Tim Salmon. Hooking left. And that's foul. 0-1. Fly ball hit to right. Cruz puts him away. They go quietly. After 1 inning, the Giants 0, the Angels 0.
The pitcher didn't waste any time getting outs that inning.
Due up for the Giants, Jose Cruz Jr. Inside corner.
That pitch painted the black, Vin, and froze the hitter.
Strike. 0-2. Into the windup. Here's the pitch. He goes down fighting. Hitting next, Benito Santiago. Into the windup, here's the pitch. Circle change.
It's not rocket science, Vin. You throw strikes, you give your team a chance.
No balls and 1 strike. Swing and a miss.
Let's see if the hitter can stay alive here.
The delivery. Drifting left. He delivers. Anderson takes it for the easy out.
Nice defense by Garrett. He's got good range, and he always makes the routine plays.
Next up, J.T. Snow. Blows it by him.
A changeup like that can even make the best hitters look a little foolish.
No balls, 2 strikes. He caught him looking. No runs, no hits, no errors. After 1.5 innings, we continue with a scoreless ball game. Now batting, Garrett Anderson. A long fly ball to center field. Grissom barely makes the catch.
Someone lit a fire under him to get to that ball.
Up next, Troy Glaus. And the windup and the pitch. Cruz catches up to it. Hitting next, Scott Spezio. And he delivers. Hit sharply to the right. Scooped up by the second baseman. Piece of cake. No runs, no hits, no errors. After 2 innings, San Francisco, nothing. Anaheim, nothing.
They really shut down the offense that inning.
Up next for the Giants, Marquise Grissom.
Trying to dictate the tempo to this batter, Vin. Nice pitch there.
Here's the windup and the pitch. Spezio scoops it. They get him. Up next for the Giants, Marvin Bernard. The windup and the pitch. Hit softly to the shortstop. He makes the catch. At the plate, Ray Durham. He's 0 for 1.
Then that pitch had great movement.
No balls, 1 strike. Change up. No balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Got under it. Anderson puts it away. No run, no hit, no errors. After 2.5 innings, we're still scoreless. Now hitting, Brad Fulmer. Smoke to the right. Scooped up by the first baseman. Routine play.
Solid fundamentals there. He stayed down on it and put him away for the out.
Up to bat, Benji Molina. Public enemy number 1. 0-1. Oh and 2. Lifts it. He puts it away.
Got a great jump on that one out in center field. Pulls it in for the out.
At the plate, Adam Kennedy. Way late. No balls and 1 strike. It's a way back. Caught by the right fielder. No runs, no hits, no errors. After 3 innings, no score in the ball game. Batting next, Rich Aurelia. Lined hard to left center.
Well hit, Vin. He stayed down and drove it through the infield for a single.
Up next, Edgardo Alfonso. High chopper. Spezio smothers it off the field of play. That's hit deep. Home run. A 2-run homer.
Most managers tell their guys to shorten their swing, Vin, to move the runner around, but not this guy. He tells his guys to swing for the fences. The left fielder gave chase, but that thing had home run written all over it the minute he made contact.
Up next, Barry Bonds.
He'd settled for putting the ball in the field of play this at bat. He fouled out last time.
Comes off hot. It bounced off the wall.
Then you could tell he had a plan up there. He was looking for something in and got it.
Hitting next, Jose Cruz Jr.
They've got one man aboard, and they're looking to make it two.
Hard liner into right center field. Erstad whips it over.
Vinny hit that ball right on the button and has gotten himself a single.
Batting next, Benito Santiago. Two on and no outs. Hooking left. Molina gets under it, and he snags it.
The hitter was hoping and wishing the ball would fall in the stands, but it stays in, and he's gone.
Up next, J.T. Snow. Men on first and second. He fires. A liner to third. Kloss stops it. They get him at second. Sliding, he's safe. Hitting next, Marquise Grissom.
The pitcher owned him in his first at bat. Let's see if he can turn the table here.
He looks and delivers. Looped into right center field. Erstad smothered it. One run scored.
Clutch hitting like that definitely pleases the manager.
Now batting, Marvin Bernard. He's 0 for 1. Two men on, two out. High chopper to first. He scoops it out. Easy play. They leave two men stranded. After 3.5 innings, the Angels are down by 3.
The pitcher had to battle a little harder than he would have liked.
Next up, David Eckstein. Into the windup. Here's the pitch. Curveball. No balls, one strike. The offering. Little tardy. Into the windup. Here's the pitch. Dribbler to short. Aurelia scoops it. They put him away.
That's about as routine as they come for this shortstop. Good play.
Yes, Mr. Campbell, he puts him away. Oh and 1. Down and in. High fly ball deep to center. He makes the play.
Oh, the hitter is kicking himself after that at bat. He got a pitch to hit and just couldn't do much with it.
Now hitting Tim Salmon. The delivery. Missed away.
Tim's got excellent balance at the plate, and he's able to drive it to all fields. And if you don't give him what he wants, he's going to take a walk.
It's got a chance. And she is gone. A one-run blast.
I thought that thing was going to bring rain for it. Watch how he jumps all over this pitch, sending it deep for the homer.
Up next for the Angels, Garrett Anderson. The tying run is on deck. He takes it. No problem. The San Francisco Giants take the game. The final score, the Giants 3, the Angels 1.
There was some clutch pitching in the game we just saw.
Let's take a look at the player of the game, Edgardo Alfonso. So many great plays in this one. Let's look at the one that made the difference. That'll do it. For Dave Campbell, I'm Vin Scully. So long.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the team and the owners, thanks for attending today's game. Good afternoon from the ballpark.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to MLB 2004. We're in store for quite a game today between the San Francisco Giants and the Anaheim Angels. Hello, everyone. This is Ben Scully alongside Dave Campbell. Welcome to today's game.
Thanks. Good to be with you today. Ben, the fans are juiced for today's game.
Well said, Dave. So pull up a chair, put your feet up, and enjoy some baseball from Anaheim, California. Starting pitcher for the Angels, Jared Washburn. Washburn relies on his fastball about 75% of the time, changing speed and moving it in and out to keep the hitters guessing. Let's look at the starting lineup. In the number 1 spot, Ray Durham. Batting second, Rich Aurelia. Here we go. Here it comes. Out on strikes. Batting second, Rich Aurelia. Into the windup, here's the pitch. One ball, no strikes. That's gotta hurt. Batting third, Edgardo Alfonso. From the stretch,
Edgardo was one of the few offensive bright spots for the Mets in 2002. Vin hitting .308. He'd love to get a pitch to hit here.
he delivers. Ball. He's running. Molina throws to second. Close play, but he's safe.
Great jump by the runner, Vin. You could tell he studied this pitcher's move to the plate. That was perfect timing.
EA Sports.
Now who got game when it comes to this basketball? Facing other opponents that's over 6 feet tall. Can you shoot a three-pointer? Can you do the finger roll? Can you cross over, drop it down the lane, take it to the hole? Can you hoop it up, alley hoop it up? And when the ball is loose, see how fast you can scoop it up. Had your game face on, I hope you're quick on your feet. Playing on concrete and taking NBA to the street. Who are my players in the front of me? Who are my shorties in the back of me? Who are my players on the right? My shorties on the left. Ready to play for keeps and take the NBA to the street.
You didn't think that we had basketball courts on the rooftop, right? See, in New York, it's so crowded with buildings, we just build basketball courts wherever. You don't want that. The master of what? The funky dunk. Don't make it easy for the defense. I mean, come on, do a double pump or do a little, you know, shooky something. your D is just like moldy Swiss cheese, man. Full of holes. Elgin Baylor, funky fresh to the place to be. Bugged him.
Bring it on, bring it on.
Where did that come from? Hey, woo, shut the door, close it. Yo, my man, are you really bugging? You're really bugging out right now. Do you have any inclination that you can actually make that shot? Yo, B, you bugging out, man. You trying to eat a burrito with no fork.
All day.
Buckets! No mas! Elgin with the cup! Up by uno! It's a close one!
Get back.
Flunk the dunk! Woo, that was cold-blooded. Back to the gym, kid!
Go.
Blow it wide open. Let me hear you say ho! Ho! In the bag. He didn't just block the shot, he blocked the sweat. You know that defender's gonna be in pain for a week. The object is to avoid the defender, not like run the shot right into him. Chill! The kaboom! You cannot steal his cookies, bro. He will not allow it. Living large. Yo, my man, you look like a panic button out there. If you don't let yourself get robbed like that. That shit going. Nasty, nasty, nasty. Up by 6. Woo! Cooked them. Air ballistic. Who's your pop? Oh, slow down, my man. Slow down. The table's shaking right now. Woo, the boogie. Oh, man, that's the way it's supposed to be done. He's skating on the defense. Ice cream. time for your mind.
That's my house.
You taking L's, kid. You are taking serious L's. Yeah, yeah. That's confident. I like the way you dance. Oh man, I feel like I just got cut for the varsity. Lasagna on the grill. Snap and crackle. Oh man, I just feel like I just. Express yourself, brother. It's looking beautiful. That's what I'm talking about. Never fake the funk on a nasty dunk.
Play D.
Forget about it. Forget about it, eh? Forget about it. Don't even try it. The dish to the dunk, the boom to the bit. Officially right here, going down. I like it. U-H. And he scans the ball off his man. Straight to Mecca, down Medina. Hey man, you need tissue? The stutter, the spicy and strong block. Creativity to the fullest. Word, nice punch, B. That's the way to do it. Back to school. That's right, stick a fork in the meatball, or stick the meatball sandwich in the garbage. We out of here. It's done. Hablamos, Ori. That's right, folks, we uptown. Yo, I taught them that with myself, man. Why you trying to buy my style?
Come on, let's go, fellas.
The hotness. Woo! I love seeing moves like that. Cotton. Yeah.
We'll get jumping in the ring. It's more than just a game. It's time for brains, ain't it? Get totally insane in the freaky flying game. You'll see that everyone is insane when you know them all by name. They're wacky, friggin' loony. This is screwy, cartoony. It's a freaky fire game. Get behind flying.
Johnny Turbine. Raised an orphan on a dude ranch in Montana, Johnny grew up herding cows and dreaming of a better life as a true blue American hero.
Not blue, more kind of like a fleshy colored American hero.
Johnny's famous smack attack was perfected while herding cattle.
Moving along now, Bessie.
Unfortunately, the cows learned to smack back. Johnny hopes to be a big Hollywood star.
The biggest in the movies. Winning this race will get me a multi-million-dollar contract.
I doubt it.
What did you say, mister?
I said I don't doubt it. I just forgot to say the don't part. Good luck, Johnny Turbine. bring the damsel to town. You've shot 8 mailbags. You've earned an additional power-up slot. You've rescued the damsel. You've opened up the green boost highway. You've collected 25 horseshoes. You've earned an additional power-up slot. Tracy Torpedoes, your elite training with the German Air Force seems to be paying off. But what do you do for fun?
I'm too busy to be doing chitting and chatting with you.
I mean, do you like to go to the beach or hang out with other super soldiers and talk about kill ratios and precision bombing runs?
My mission is to humiliate all freaky flyers by proving the aeronautical might of German Air Force. No one will get in my way. Victory for the fatherland!
Tracy, it's your Johnnykins.
Should have brought roses.
Protect the forge from the banditos. Destroy 7 Bandito outposts. Soldiers, heal your fort.
Bandito fears only what comes from burritos. Our back is so easy to track, so banditos must take the latrino. But the posse rides hard on our trail. No time to stop with El Bandito. Kick our horse in the ribs, may we all let one rip so their faces turn red as they go. Then we'll ride like a rumba with Diablo right by our side. Yes, we may hide, but even
Your fort is damaged.
Bandito's pride. We're a favorite at every fiesta. We'll kiss every married señorita. Shoot our guns in the air, give the chicos a scare, and laugh while we shoot down their
Your fort has been repaired.
We'll kick up the dirt in your mirror. Safe casa, we'll break down the puerta. But we'll sit there all day with nothing left to
Your fort is damaged.
rhyme with. But we'll ride like a rumba with Diablo right by our side. We may hide, but even Dio can take away. South of the border, Bandito fears only what comes from burritos. The wind at our back is so easy to track, so Banditos must
Fort has been repaired.
Posse rides hard on our trail. No time to stop with El Baño. Kick our horse in the ribs, may we all let one rip so their faces turn red as we go. Then we ride like a rumba with Diablo right by our side. Yes, we may hide, but even Dio can take
Your fort is damaged.
We'll kiss every married señorita. Shoot our guns in the
Cao Cao will advance from the east and Sun Jian from the west. The volunteer forces may move as they like.
What's going on? What? Get away from me! Ah!
Behind every spell, there is always some gimmick. Focus on finding the source. The illusions will vanish now. Charge!
We must not fall behind. You are a hero without equal.
Fate can be cruel.
This one battle shall seal the fate of Shaun.
They're pretty good.
Make Kuo Castle so it may serve as a stepping stone to Chengdu.
Wait, Jan, you are out of line.
Die.
Wei Yan, you must not act this. Know that my orders are the orders of our Lord.
you scum destroy the dreams of our fathers? I, Zhang Bao, son of Zhang Fei, shall smite you!
We cannot hold them.
This doesn't look good. They're pretty good.
Arbalest unit, begin your attack. Defeat the enemy before they enter Chengdu.
The enemy is strong.
That the Arbalest cannot fire directly down. Wait until they are reloaded, and advance the ram to the kill.
The enemy is strong.
We won't last here. can't fall behind!
This doesn't look good.
You're in too deep. Control yourself.
This does not look good. Ambush parties. It is time. Hide in the fog and surprise the enemy.
This far and no further.
Lord Liu Bei.
Peasants? Why are you dressed for war?
We're your people, Lord Liu Bei. It's our duty. We must fight to repay your kindness.
Impressive! We cannot hold them.
Are we not too far out?
enemy is strong. Exercise caution. impressive.
You're in too deep. Control yourself.
Cao Cao will advance from the east and Sun Jian from the west. The volunteer forces may move as they like.
Can't get enough of Finding Nemo? Catch all the fun this spring with the Finding Nemo video game. Swim through the ultimate underwater adventure game as you guide Marlin, Dory, and Nemo through more than 15 levels of fun. And tons of mini-games featuring all the great characters from the newest Disney Pixar movie. This spring, you can own the Finding Nemo video game. Product not yet rated. Available wherever video games are sold. And don't miss Finding Nemo the movie, coming to theaters May 30th.
They are called hunters. Men and women imbued with the power to battle evil hidden in the darkness of our world. But this time, their mission is more than just saving the innocent. It's saving one of their own. Hunter, the Reckoning Wayward.
So you want to fight in the games? Do you have what it takes? Different warriors are like animals. Some are fast and deadly, like the snake. Others are slow but strong, like the bear. Know each warrior well.
I want to get out of here and see the world. Take me with you to the tournament.
Then let's leave this place.
As one.
It is now time to use what you've learned.
So, you have finally accepted your destiny.
When we last saw Lara Croft in the hit Tomb Raider series, it seemed like the end had come for the popular heroine.
She had a very, very near scrape with death at the end of the last Revelation. The temple collapsed around her and her body's been missing, presumed dead, so...
We wanted to leave the viewing public on a sort of cliffhanger. Did she die? Didn't she die?
And us saying that she was lost, presumed dead, was a way for us to sort of get Lara to refocus on her own life, you know, look back into herself about her priorities, what's important. So, so needless to say, she is alive and well, and she's going to be coming out guns a-blazing.
Lara returns in Tomb Raider, The Angel of Darkness, which continues from the end of the last Tomb Raider game.
But we just started off as Lara's been taken to Paris. She got called from Von Croy, and she finds him dead. And she's suddenly framed for his murder. And she's on the run from the French police, and it's a whole new scenario instead of the usual Tomb Raidering thing.
And very soon, everything that's been there for Lara, being famous, you know, people recognising her, being this face around the world, it all works against her because suddenly everybody wants to catch her.
She's trying to go through and investigate who actually did kill Von Croy. That sort of leads her into a much deeper storyline. It's not just a crazed psychopath, it's a 15th century alchemist who's doing these ritual killings to rule the world. And she's got to clear her name by destroying him.
As Lara sets out to find Von Croy's killer, she finds that her ordeals have weakened her and that she needs to build up her strength and skills again.
She was really weakened at the tomb in Egypt. So it's the story of her sort of returning as a character, giving her the abilities that she once had and then lost.
We shall have an ability to improve her upper body strength or lower body strength. So as the game progresses, you'll find that she can perform longer jumps, or she can hang on to monkey swings longer and go over parts that she couldn't have done previously.
The Lara that you play potentially will be a different Lara to my Lara. I may be able to run a little bit faster with Lara, and I can get to that door that's always shutting, whereas you haven't quite honed those skills and can't get to that door, but you might be able to climb better than me, so you can go around that corner and drop down the courtyard that I can't get to.
We've also added more moves. She can do proper stealth moves now. She's got a lot of hand-to-hand combat in there, punching, kicking. She can sneak around corners. She can take enemies out and then sort of hide again.
Part of what allowed the core team to develop these new moves for Lara was the power of the PlayStation 2. They further tapped this potential to develop a host of other improvements that will push Lara's adventures to the next level.
Everything just goes up to a new level that nobody will have seen before, because we're allowed to do so much more with the PS2. Lara's 8,000 polygons. PS1 version, she was 600. So we've been able to add a whole new dimension of detail to her. She will actually lip sync when she talks to characters. They'll actually, have full facial expressions and lip sync back at Lara.
Stock medicinal potions and herbal extracts.
This Tomb Raider game is a lot darker than previous games, as in the storyline is much more sinister.
So the mood, the atmosphere is something that we've been very keen to create. I think that lends itself to the lighting system.
So we've tried to beef up the lighting a lot by adding the shadow maps. In certain areas have got really very realistic shadows casting across the floor from objects, from Lara, other enemy characters. Everything casts shadows onto everything. Makes a hell of a difference.
As Lara struggles to determine what's happened to Von Croy, she runs into a new character in the Tomb Raider series, a character who's an integral part of the game.
His name is Curtis, and he is the coolest character ever. He's a member of an ancient sect of knights called the Lux Veritatis. They've sort of got paranormal powers, and basically he's a demon hunter.
We wanted Curtis to be quite a different character to Lara. It's going to be quite an interesting sort of love-hate relationship that they have initially, because Curtis is there in this game and he's always one step ahead of Lara. He's almost like the thorn on her side. He seems to be on his own mission, has his own agenda, but he's always just there one stage ahead of her.
So they don't like each other at all, and it's not till later on in the game that they sort of get to work as a team.
One of the hallmarks of the Tomb Raider series has always been the creative use of puzzles in the game, and Angel of Darkness is no exception.
And as we have looked at what people have enjoyed playing in Tomb Raider, it has actually been that sort of hard-edged puzzles. It's been that standing there, knowing where you've got to go, but trying to work out how to solve that puzzle. Also, we've got those sudden death sort of things where if you just don't get it right, she begins to fall, you've got that timing just to grab that ledge or grab that precipice just before she plummets to her death.
Tomb Raider, the Angel of Darkness, is the first part of a new story for Lara Croft, one that the game's creators have already mapped out.
The story within this game doesn't end within this game.
And this is very much, the first few chapters of the book, if you like.
There's a lot of unanswered questions that we've already planned for future titles.
It sounds like the team at Core have plenty of adventures in store for us in the future. Be sure to check out the start of this new era for Lara Croft when Tomb Raider, the Angel of Darkness hits stores late April. Air is thin at the top of the mountain. You can feel your heart pounding. Trees fly past you at 60 miles an hour. One miscalculation will send you on a collision course. Suddenly, the ground drops away, and for a moment, all is quiet. Then your bike hits the ground with the force of a jackhammer. Your leg shoots out, dragging across the rocky trail as you tilt your bike, desperately trying to maintain control. Thank God this is only a video game. Welcome to Durango, Colorado for the Norba National Championship, one of the premier downhill bike races in the world. The folks at Incog were nice enough to invite us to tag along as they did research on their latest game, Downhill Domination. We even got to hang out with some of the pros.
Well, I've been racing mountain bikes since gosh, it would be 9 years, 10 years. I've been racing BMX for 20 plus.
I race the downhill and the mountain cross, and the difference is downhill, you're all by yourself. You have a run that's anywhere from 2 to 5 minutes long, and it's just a timed run, and you're all by yourself.
The main events that I usually focus on right now are the mountain cross, four cross, biker cross, whatever you want to call it. It's basically a head-to-head type of a race, man-made course, big jumps, big berms.
There are 3 major downhill bike events, and Downhill Domination covers them all.
We have 3 types of racing that you can do in this game, and each type of race promotes a different play mechanic. The 3 types are free ride, then there's the mountain cross, and the technical downhill. Now the free ride is the longest and most open type format. You basically are looking for the best line, you're tricking the whole way down to get trick points. The mountain cross is a new event in downhill racing, and you've got just big, huge double jumps, and that one's really, really close combat racing, so that one gets pretty good to mix it up with the other riders. The other one is the technical downhill. A lot of speed management. Other mechanics that come into play is power sliding, object avoidance. There's lots of shortcuts, allowing you to get down the mountain as quickly as possible.
There are over 30 of the top bike manufacturers showcased in the game. With nearly unlimited upgrades available, earning money will get you a sweeter ride.
We've got a really cool cash system that ties into a lot of different things that you can do, not only to your bike, but also to the rider. You can start upgrading your bike, your fork, your frame, your wheels. You're ultimately trying to get to that pro ride, which is super deluxe bike.
You can also upgrade your combat abilities, which may not be one of the most realistic aspects of the game, but it's certainly one of the most fun.
If you ask any of the pro riders, they would tell you that there's no such thing as combat when racing because you would get disqualified. Some of the combat maneuvers that we do in the game are punching and kicking. One of my favorite is hip checking somebody. They come riding up next to you and they want to push you into a tree and you just give them a little hip check and take them out. And I always get a nice chuckle from that.
The nice thing is we've got all that great projectile technology. So, for example, being able to chuck a water bottle at some of your opponents, giving you that good sportsmanship edge.
If weaving in and out of trees at ungodly speeds and battling multiple riders wasn't enough, you'll also have to look out for a few other hazards.
There's going to also be a lot of dynamic hazards that come into play. We've got boulders that get triggered and you have to dodge those. There's actual spectators that get in the way of racing. If you hit them, you're both going to go down. We've got tons of wildlife, a moose, cow, bears, all these things that come surprise you. There's also some elements that come into play on the air like hang gliders. There's helicopters everywhere that you got to watch out for because the rescue helicopters may be sitting just right below a cliff edge that you're going to launch off of.
Just when you think you've got it all under control, the weather changes, and so does the race.
We got one course where the storm comes rolling in and the lightning bolts start hitting the ground and you've got to dodge these lightning bolts or you're going to fry. And when the lightning bolts hit the trees catch on fire, so if you get too close to the trees, you're also going to take some damage and probably slow you down.
If you can manage to keep from plummeting off the edge of the cliff, then it's time to master the tricks in the game.
We actually try to derive most of our tricks from motocross, BMX, and mountain bike tricks.
Designing the game with the help of some of the most famous riders in the world, Incog managed to create a great mixture of real and fantasy racing.
We have 14 riders, 5 are real-life characters, and 9 of them are fantasy characters. We've got Brian Lopes, Perry Yanis, Eric Carter.
I'm actually working with consulting and designing some of the course stuff in there. I think it's good. I think we're working really hard and capturing bicycle elements, which is going to be key to it. I think it's going to set it aside from the other games. This one is definitely a step up from what they used to have out there.
I didn't want to stop. I mean, that's just like when you're doing a downhill run and you're having a really killer downhill run, you don't want to stop. And I was starting to get really into it, and by the end of it, my thumbs were starting to hurt.
Now that the pros have mastered downhill domination, let's see if the game developers can master the mountain.
No brakes!
Extreme sports thrill seekers in search of video game adrenaline rushes have thrashed their virtual skateboards, snowboards, and BMX bikes in pursuit of the perfect trick and are all hot and bothered for a new challenge. Activision, always willing to oblige, dumped a little cool water on them.
For those of you who don't know what wakeboarding is, it looks similar to what you would ride on a snowboard, but it's done behind the boat and you use the boat's wake to do tricks, but you also use rails and stuff like that. When I was first contacted about doing the game, I couldn't believe it because, you know, at the time I've been playing Tony Hawk, and the fact that, you know, I'm a character in the game it's kind of a weird feeling.
If you want to make a kick-ass extreme sports game, you've got to get the top pros involved early in the game's development.
They're very good at wanting the athletes' input because they know we're the ones who are doing it every day, and we'll give them the correct interpretation for what the sport is. They flew the programmers from Shaba to my house and took them out wakeboarding, taught them how to ride, and after that first day we got them up, they were sold and they wanted to do a good job of it, and they have.
Shaun is not the only professional wakeboarder featured in the game. In fact, you can play over 12 different riders, including wakeboarding veteran Darren Shapiro.
Well, when I started wakeboarding, there was only 2 or 3 tricks really being done. It seemed like every trick I did was an invention of a new trick. So I laid the foundation for a lot of the tricks you see today.
We got every wakeboarding trick in the world. Something I think is really cool is that stuff that we've actually made up, now the wakeboarders are trying to copy.
You know, you see it in the game and it's like, hey, we could probably do something different than we have. We've kind of poached some tricks that they've invented on there, and we're helping each other out.
You know a game is going to rock when the pros go nuts playing it for the first time.
The acceleration and the pop off the wake and everything has it's been just right on the mark, and it's actually kind of weird when you step away from the game. You feel like you've been riding because it gives you that feeling of flow and what wakeboarding is.
I watched Shaun play the game, and I was shocked. I couldn't believe how real the water looked. I mean, it just blows everything away that I've seen.
You can just go really big and, you know, do combinations of different tricks. You can let go of the handle and go slide rails and slide on the boats, which is, you know, crazy because we can't do that on the water.
For me, like, I had the most fun just playing with the wake, but when it really came together was when we just decided to let the guys let go of the rope and go off on the side.
Ultimately, the pros were just as pumped about what the game can do for the sport as they were about their involvement in the game.
The Pro Tour, we only have, you know, about 10 to 15 girls that show up, and I think this video game is actually going to help wakeboarding and women's wakeboarding to grow and progress.
In one way, it's so similar to the other boarding sports, skateboarding and snowboarding, but in another way, it'll just open people's eyes up to it's just something really fun to do out on the water.
Hi, my name is Rick.
Today I'll be showing you a cool move for Sly Cooper. It's a shortcut to help you get through the time trial to open up the bonus commentary. Okay, this shortcut is for the Dread Swamp Path. Half the battle is getting your timing down to get on the vines correctly. And also when trying to defeat the time trials, don't fight any more enemies than necessary. It helps save a little bit of time. And here coming up on this next bounce, if you bounce off to your left, it's kind of tricky to get up there, but you can land over here and you just bypass a chunk of the time trial. Watch out for the voodoo rat. And if you just weave over here, you can bypass most of these smart guards. And over the bridge. And time trial complete. And that'll open up the bonus commentary for you.
I like the smart
So if you can make the jump, you should be able to shave off a few seconds off your time and make the time trial. This will open up the bonus commentary, which will give you a little insight on the design process of the game. There's a lot of little shortcuts like this throughout the game, so just keep exploring, and good luck.
Hi, I'm Lenny, and I'm going to show you how to kill a boss in a game called Gungrave. Boss's name is Boonji, and we're going to kill him together. So here we are in Gungrave, and I've gotten to the level where you go to fight Boonji in the underground church. I'll skip this cutscene so I can cut straight to the chase. And make sure to start out with, you switch your demolition shot up to death blow. And then you quit out, and make sure you lock onto Boonji real quick. Start unloading onto him as fast as you can. He's gonna charge you. You dodge to the side as fast as you can. Lock on again. Do a missile shot. Knock him against the back wall. Lock onto him again real quick like. Make sure to do another missile shot right off the bat. Knock him back. Keep running around. Make sure you stay in front of him while he's coming at you. And you keep doing missile shot after missile shot, and locking on and shooting again. Don't let him get close to you, whatever you do, otherwise he'll kick you and throw you against the back wall. And you lock on again, one more missile shot, and he's down to nothing, so you can do the death blow, and he's out. That way, you don't have to worry about Boonji getting behind his little shelter. That way he can't heal himself and you have him trapped the entire time, and you defeat him real quick like. So that's how you defeat Boonji. Make sure to unload on him while he's pressed up against the wall. Make sure to keep him away from the building in the middle of the level, otherwise he'll heal himself over and over again. You won't be able to defeat him. Just keep unloading on him and you'll have fun whipping Boonji up and down. So make sure to go buy yourself a copy of Gungrave and get to Boonji, whoop him, and have fun with the game.
I've been wrestling all over the United States with punks, nothing but punks. If you want to learn how to wrestle with a heartburn kid, listen up and pay attention. The first thing you want to do is make sure that you've got power attack moves and special attack moves. These stun your opponent so you can throw another move on them right after which, kind of creating a combo system if you can understand that. I especially like the big boot that leaves you right at the feet of the opponent. In the grapple moves, you want to do DDTs, Hurricanranas, and pile drivers. They leave you in a good position to follow up with another move, or else. No, dimwit, back attacks aren't any different. It's the same thing. Leave him in a position for another attack. Now all you do is turn around and get him. Electric chair drop is really a favorite. Just stand up, turn around, and grab his feet and go for another move. Same thing with the naked choke drop. Leaves you right at his head, you turn around, throw another grapple move on him. Whenever he's on the ground, make sure you've got plenty of power attack moves to drop his meter down. This knee attack will turn your brain into mashed potatoes, but it's probably already that way anyway, so it's not a big change for you. And I really like doing a drop kick to the face, but that wouldn't help you any. The most important attack in this whole game is making sure that you have a clothesline attack. Whenever that opponent comes into the ring, whenever he does anything, whenever he starts a move, run at him and just lay him completely out. You can also do a crossbody. A crossbody is really effective. It leaves you right in a perfect position to do another move. Now, whenever you're creating a character, just make sure you're not an idiot and not stupid enough not to give him some kind of submission moves and throwing out of the ring moves. You will encounter some of those matches within this game. All right, Beanhead, I've given you all the information you need to beat this game. I've taught you everything you know, but I haven't taught you everything I know. Just when you think you know the answers, I'm changing the questions. Lesson's over. It's done. Get my luggage and get it out to the car. I'm in a hurry. Hi, I'm Lee Froman. I'm from Format QA, and I'll be showing you how to achieve the bonus objectives in the first few missions of Star Wars Clone Wars.
Master Windu, I've received the coordinates for the first anti-orbital cannon. We must move quickly. Follow me.
Okay, one of the first skills you want to learn to master in this game is the R1 zoom or sniper shot. That will help you dispatch enemies a lot quicker and decrease the amount of time it takes to finish a lot of the missions. A lot of these are time-based, so you really need to cook through them. On this first one, while she's destroying the first cannon, you want to go ahead and defend her on both sides of her. Enemies will start coming into the area. Once you get rid of one side, the other side's going to start coming in. Let her go ahead and handle and destroy the cannon while you go ahead and accumulate as many kills as you can. You need, one of your bonus objectives is to get 100 kills on this level. The other skill you want to learn is the strafe skill. That's the R2 and L2 button. Strafe around your enemies and they'll have a hard time tracking you.
One down, 2 to go. Master Windu, I've input the coordinates for the second anti-orbital cannon.
Let's go.
Mace, there are some supplies nearby. We can use them to recharge our concussion missiles in outer hull.
Your L1 is your turbo button. On time missions, make sure that you've always got your finger on that.
Be careful, Mace. Their missiles are lethal.
You can still pilot your tank while you're in zoom mode. So don't be afraid to go ahead and charge him while you're zoomed in on him. Also decreases the distance the shots have to travel. Okay, as soon as you approach the first installation, you'll notice on the right a small pathway going up the hill. You want to follow this all the way to the top, and this will be your first R5 unit that you have to find of the 3. Once you find him, just go ahead and go off the edge and you'll go right down into the middle of a big battle. And the first ramp of this installation, there are more rockets to pick up, so you can go ahead and unload a bunch right here if you really wanted to.
Mace, we don't have much time.
As you go up the installation, make sure you don't turbo at the top of ramps. You'll turbo off the edge of the platform. When you come to this last bridge before the second cannon, when you destroy the enemies on it, it's going to explode. You're going to have to turbo off the end of it to make that jump over that chasm.
Returning to formation.
Let's take out that second cannon. Enemy reinforcements are on the move.
The second cannon is almost down. Just a few more hits.
The second orbital cannon is down.
Only one more to go. I've input the coordinates for the third cannon. Mace, I'm picking up multiple enemy units on my sensors. We need to take care of them before proceeding to the third cannon.
And once you reach the middle of this canyon here, you're going to start running into the hula hoop tanks that shoot all the rockets. You want to edge up on the left-hand side here, and you'll run up to this rock formation. This is where you're going to find your second R5 unit. And it's very important that you don't destroy all the enemies before you get that unit, otherwise the cutscene appears and you don't get that second R5 unit.
That's the last of them. Nice shooting, Master Windu. We can proceed now. The last anti-orbital cannon is housed in that outpost. We cannot get
Now after the cutscene, you'll be outside the tank. You'll be Mace Windu. You want to use your square attack button that's throwing your lightsaber, all right? And you can angle at it. It's like a boomerang. So you can throw it in one direction, turn the other, and it'll work its way around you so you can kill more enemies that way.
Mace, keep your distance from those droids. Their self-destruct mechanism is deadly. Try throwing your lightsaber from a safe distance.
Go ahead and take out the spider tanks as soon as you can. They pretty much clear everything in the area for you. Now, whenever you see that bonus objective complete sign, always hit your start button to find out exactly which one you've completed. All right, we've already destroyed 100 enemies. We don't really need to worry about that. When we run into here, we find our third R5 unit. That completes the R5 unit. So now all we have to do is just hurry up and end this mission by destroying the last cannon over here. If you find yourself stuck and you don't have enough kills, the ship will keep dropping Genoshans. You can go ahead and just keep pounding away at them until you get your 100 kills. And that's it. You got everything.
The rest of the Jedi should be able to land safely now.
Let's get to the landing zone. I sense much desperation in Anakin and Obi-Wan.
Okay, so you've learned a few of the basic moves that are going to help you finish the game. The sniper shot, the turbo, and the strafe, they're all very key to beating all the levels in this game. You've seen where the R5 units are, and you've seen how to get through a mission really quick. Don't be afraid to pause the game and find out what you've done and how much time you've got. The pause menu has a timer, so you can see where you are. If you want to, you can always start over. Hopefully these will help you get through the game a lot quicker.
Many of us dream of making video games for a living. How can you make the dream a reality? How can you learn the skills you'll need to win a job on a development team? Can taking courses in video game development help? First, we asked 2 executives who hire development teams what you're going to be up against.
In hiring the 22 artists for the team, we probably looked at over a couple hundred sort of resumes, demos, websites, and things.
But last year there were 2,000 formal applications for 60 intern slots.
These are tough odds. What can help you beat them? More and more colleges and schools are now offering courses and even degrees in video game development. But a degree from one of those schools can be quite an investment of time and money. How much will those courses help? For some students at some schools, it's just the edge they need.
Students now are going through school, not only are they playing games in their spare time, but they're building game-like assets in art school. They're building game programs as thesis projects in computer science, and they're showing up on our doorstep ready to make dramatic immediate impact and ready to be leaders within about 3 years of one of these $10 million projects.
At the Art Institute of California at San Francisco, the game program includes courses like game design, game prototyping, scripting, math, logic, and animation. At Cogswell Polytechnical, also near San Francisco, some of the unique exercises push your creativity to another level. For example, to focus on 3D character development, these students made sculptures of themselves as animals.
I was shocked to learn that in order to draw, you go through what is mostly an anatomy class. You have to learn the bone structure of a human and the muscle structure, and then you learn kind of the rendering of the details, like the hair and everything. So it takes a lot of work.
Students discover what a nightmare it is to make a game. How much time and energy and commitment, how much soul-searching evenings when you have to face getting your character into work inside the game engine or going home to get 2 hours sleep before your classes start again the next morning.
The Game Art and Design program originated from talking to the industry and getting feedback from them that they were looking for students that had an understanding of the game process and strong teamwork.
And then show her full, then she burps, then she covers her mouth.
It's crucial to get experience working in a team environment. To work by yourself at home is an entirely different experience. You have to learn in a team environment to get along with everybody and make sure that you hit all your milestones and all your important deadlines.
It's amazing how much gets done when people get together and they focus on what they're doing. And the energy, the synergy just starts to take over.
And you'll have students here up all night for days in a row, and everyone's just trying to motivate each other, like, come on, just a few more hours, you can do it, you can finish it.
What we've found works best is to go to places that have strong computer graphics programs and strong CS programs and work with the professors, and they can start identifying students who have an aptitude but also motivation, and then we can kind of set up a pipeline.
I had people from Electronic Arts come down and give a presentation on how to do demo reels, and we dragged them into the presentation of what the game club had done. They were just agog. They sat down literally and said, how the hell did you do this guy? This is fantastic. And they went one by one to all the students. So they finally got up to Ashley and they said, Ashley, you've done a great job with these people. We want you to apply for an internship over at Electronic Arts. And he said, well, I don't think my artwork's that good. They said, the hell with artwork, we want you to be a producer.
That was probably the most important thing they were looking for, is someone that was able to drive a project from beginning to completion. You know, motivating, getting together with a group of people and driving a project.
To find talent for his art team, Julian Lau helped teach a course at San Francisco's Academy of Art, where 2 students distinguished themselves from the rest of the class and now work for him.
One of our animators that we hired from a game school was Jacob Patrick. And one of the great things about looking at his animations and things that he learned and what he did at school was his attention to detail, the movement of the characters, the weight behind it, whether it was moving a heavy object, you know, picking up something, running.
From the Sony animation class, I, as well as the other students, learned the importance of using reference. What they were looking for was to be able to find realistic human movement Many of us think we know how a run looks in our head, but once you actually look at it and try and study how the body actually moves, learn that it could be a lot different than you think.
Emilio came through a different route by just submitting his demo reel. And he was very persistent. And we took a look at his reel and everything and really liked what we saw. Brought him in.
Whoever is going to hire you needs to see how you modeled. It's not just a final object. It's how you created it that it's important, and the steps and the time you took, the details.
Even if you take development courses, the chances of actually getting a job on a real team are slim. We asked how to improve your odds.
Identify your talent. So whoever you are, whatever you want to do, research the industry, understand exactly what it is you want to do. Do you want to be a modeler? Do you want to be a coder? Find out exactly what you want to do, where your talent lies, and then focus on that.
What correlates well with success is the ability to learn. People who can process negative and positive learning, and people who can communicate and listen to their peers turn out to be real valuable.
Will you be one of the next generation of game developers? How will you make your mark on video games?
In 2010, the platforms we create for are going to be 100 to 150 times as powerful as the PlayStation 2. That is just about unimaginable. Kids coming out of school today all have the flexibility to imagine it. They've grown up interactive and going to have richer imagination because of it. And they're going to be the people who can figure out what to do with 100x the hardware power.
Are you up for this challenge? Almost 200 colleges and schools have courses on developing video games. Check the internet for more information. Next issue, we'll look at another way people get their foot in the door of the video game industry, through the test department.